Amy Davis. Let's refresh this. Okay, there we go. What to say? Amy Davis, Vina, Kitty. Amanda. Smoking Reptile.
Been a while.
Been a while, brother. What's going on, Dutch? Where you been, Marine?
Hey, Tracy.
What's up, Goose?
Bandana
Mama Cat.
Grandma.
Bandana Grandma. Mm-hmm.
Automakers.
Bandana Grandma. Da, 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 da. Let it snow. Let it snow.
How am I feeling today? Not too good. Hey, Sugar Booger Bears.
Mimo, Ginger Ball, Jennifer Russell. And yes, we can only pick one name for the cow. Southern Ark Homestead.
Hook it up, son.
Hook it up.
Wendy Phillips. Whoops.
You got a while, Mama Cat. It may come to you in the middle of the night. You'd be like, oh, Eureka. Sup, Becca? D.
Oh my God. Wow, thanks, Avery.
And there that is.
Look at how red I am. We're not starting without you, D.
We were purposely waiting around going, we're not going to start until D gets here.
I have multiple names for the cow.
Okay, we'll put them out there.
Day after is rough. Oh yeah, you're talking about migraine. Yeah, it's still kind of hanging, just chilling in the back of my neck. And it doesn't help that, like, I seem to get rid of it first thing in the morning. I'm okay.
Barbecue 79.
And then by 10 o'clock in the morning, it's all back. So, yeah, my whole head turned red. Yep.
Tawana.
Hey, Phil.
Sup, Phil?
Ooh, let me have some lemon. Because that's the kind of tea that needs lemon. Can't stay tonight. I have to read my new book.
Well, I see where we
we
rate in your structure of importance, Meemaw.
That's okay.
Especially when we're going to be asking for some serious prayer requests tonight because of
some issues.
What's coming tomorrow.
Yeah. Hey, Green Gables.
Buckhead Homestead.
Did you get back into rabbits yet? Yes, of course we have. You didn't watch the fact that we went up and got rabbits from Hope? Hurting my feelings.
I know. Dutch just breaking off something.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Tanya. Pickers.
Sup, pickers.
Well, you're going to be happy tonight.
What, I don't have to taste this one?
Oh, no, you have to taste it. Hey, I wear aprons.
I wear aprons.
No.
I wear aprons. Meemaw just comes and goes anymore. I don't think Meemaw loves me anymore. I mean, every time she's come to a live stream now, she's been like, hey guys, but I gotta go.
Yeah, that's part of it. Hey, T. The other part is, you know, I'm a female and, well, that's part of it. Palmetto.
Pooper scooper.
Pooper scooper. What's coming up tomorrow? Y'all gonna make me stay up all night. I like that cage you guys picked them up in. I'll tell you what, they're still in it. There's still plenty. It's so big, it's still plenty of room for them. What's cool about it is we can lift it up, take it outside, and the holes are big enough on the bottom.
Tomorrow it's going underneath the house.
It's big enough for us to pick it up and put it over the grass, and then they can eat the grass, and we can pick it up and take it back. So that works out nice.
John Don.
Hey, Professor. Oh, my tummy.
Charlotte Willis. So, wait a minute. Rebecca's also in the path, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, before we get... What?
Just Woody. I'm going to kick his hiney. Woody, I'm going to get you.
I'm
going to get you. I was looking for y'all last night. Yeah, look, I had... Oh, Jean-Ton, I saw that. That was really cool. Did you see that where she tagged us? She tagged me. I don't think she's friends with you, so it didn't show up that you... If I didn't love you, I wouldn't show up at all. You know I love you, Jason.
No, I don't know. She don't tag.
Go ahead and scoop me, because I'm palmetto pooped.
She doesn't tag me in anything anymore.
Hey, Will.
She doesn't comment on my videos anymore.
Schools and businesses are closing. Yeah. I'm in the path of it. Yeah, because they're in...
Yep.
Yeah, we're kind of starting to get everything prepared so that...
Farm alarm. Welcome back, Farm Alarm.
Did you see JRC's video about what happened?
No.
Woody said, what did I do now? I opened up my email. That's what you did.
Okay, guys. A lot of us here in the South, from Mississippi to the Carolinas, there is a major storm coming. And they're saying, it's the storm, at least the map that I seen, it showed all the way from the Alabama line to us. A major, major storm. They're saying that we haven't had a storm. The state of Georgia has not had a storm of this magnitude in over 100 years. We have a 50-50 chance.
Hey, Pat.
Of getting...
Look, there's one who hasn't been here in a while. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Anywhere from an F2 to an F5 tornado.
Which is the worst, yeah.
So, right now, we are going around the homestead, gathering up stuff that could fly.
Hit them, shifted the house, and set the water tank through the yard and the trees down. Yikes. So, yeah, we're planning.
And so we're gathering up stuff, tying stuff down, locking stuff down. And we're going to start getting stuff up underneath the house. So that way all we got to do is go.
Yeah, what happened is we got kind of bookended by these storms. We had one yesterday, and then a beautiful day today, clear and everything, and then today... Have you got an oil for a storm? I wish.
So everybody that's in the state of Georgia, that means Suburban Hillbilly, Amy Davis, Cockeyed Homestead, us,
Dolphin Man.
There's a bunch of us in Georgia. And I know if I go to naming, I'm gonna forget somebody. But just say a little prayer for the homestead folks in Georgia. And let's pray that, one, it doesn't get that bad. 2, if it does, we don't lose any livestock.
Yeah, that's the big one.
I mean, you guys,
other than ourselves.
I got a bull back there that's probably, or not a bull, but a steer that's getting ready to go off to get processed. That's about $5,000 worth of animal. Yeah. And then we just got $1,000 bull.
Mm-hmm.
You know, plus the cows.
I mean, yeah, don't even we don't even want to start adding up, because that's the stressor, is trying to figure out, you know, it's just, anyway.
So that's a real big stressor. Chickens are easy to replace. Cattle, not so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if y'all could.
Yeah, I think he's right. That storm is right laying on top of them right now, and it's heading our way, so. Right.
Well, Dutch, go outside with a broomstick handle, and if the wind is going this way, take it and go this way.
He said we should live stream through the tornado.
Hey, don't think I haven't thought about it. I got a new fancy GoPro, and if we start to hear it, I'm gonna stick it out there.
You know, Palmetto, I was looking at the radar myself, but I'm looking at all of the different forecasts, and they're, you know, the thing is, I mean, I know that they're only so accurate. They can only do so much, but I would much rather be prepared for this and it not happen at all than it happen and I'm not prepared. And yes, I did see that, Terry, the bird flu, they did have a confirmed case in Georgia on the Alabama side, but the article I read said that it wasn't in actual birds. They had gotten it out of the eggs or something, so I don't know. You could stream with the GoPro? Yeah. Well,
no, I can't stream with it, but I might have video of it to put up on the channel. Why is that going on like that? Devin, you asked
how many months of food?
How many months of food for steer? It really depends. If I sell any of it, you know, the last time we did it, we had 3 or 4 years worth of beef.
Yeah, it took us, the last cow was not as big. I mean, the last steer was not as big as this one. And we were eating off of him for 3 years. And that was, like, in the beginning, we were eating beef, like, every day. Mm-hmm. So, and we now know how to kind of, you know, save everything and spread it out a little bit better. So, the Jesus, we haven't seen them in a long time. It's good to see them back.
Yep. What's up, Alpha Wolf? So.
All right. Okay. What came first, chicken or the egg? They cancel school before a storm. Well, depending on the way that everything's going, I would eat the steaks whenever. See, that's what happened, Devin. Like, for the thing is, at the time, we were like, all of our money was tied up in animals. Like, if you remember, I mean, we had that and pigs and we started with chickens and we started doing all this stuff. And the thing was is that at the time we were not living on 21 acres. We didn't have a whole lot of grass. So we were having to buy feed, and where we were, the feed was expensive. So we had a lot of money tied up in our animals at the time. So when that food came, we didn't eat steak all the time.
We got kind of tired of steak.
No, what I'm saying is before that.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't eating, the only red meat we were having was when, you know, the red sludge was on sale.
How's it going, Stone Throw Acres?
And so, you know, so we decided, you know, when we got all that stuff, we decided we were going to start, we were gonna start eating all of it. Yeah, we were animal rich.
And let us know if you want to come take the vacation. Come on.
Yeah. So.
By then, we might even have some pork and chicken ready to go.
Okay. So, I have bad news.
Oh, what a great way to start off the class.
Nobody gets the oil.
What?
And here's the even better part. Here's the good news. I had somebody email me and offer to sponsor a couple extra samples.
Nobody won? Uh-oh.
So, you get to give away 5 samples today.
5
samples. So.
Hey, Amber Rivers. Alpha Wolf, you just got to take it one step at a time, brother. One step at a time and you'll get here. We've been doing this for over a decade.
Yeah, I mean, this is not something that came.
And we took it one step at a time.
Hey, Lone Star.
Started with a garden, got quail, and just went from there.
Clove oil on my toothpaste. That's a good one. Also, clove, peppermint, and cinnamon make a really good one for if you have any kind of gum issues or pains in your mouth, anything like that.
Amber Rivers.
Nifty thrifty bits. What are samples? I give away small bottles of each week. I give away a small sample bottle of the oil that we're talking about. So, well, I want to talk to you guys about something because something occurred to me. All of the people, and correct me if I'm wrong, I could be wrong on this, but all of the people here who have YouTube can also have Google Plus, can they not?
Yes.
Okay, so here's the deal, guys. I have started a Google Plus group, or whatever it's called, community. Mama helped me out here. And what I thought about doing, since all of you are in YouTube, should be able to figure out a Google Plus and become part of that group, I can post those clues in that group each week.
And
so
Instagram.
What do you guys, and Instagram. So what do you guys think about that? I was Googling, looking up Aphrodite. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have Google Plus, you have YouTube. That's what I thought. Awesome, Jaton. I love it. Those little half-dram bottles are good. Actually, mine are 5/8. Yeah, so 5/8. It's a little bit over a half. So, what is Google Plus and why would one want to do it? Well, I think Google Plus is how you guys get your messages, is it not? Through YouTube?
I think
sometimes. So, but what we can do is we can share that group.
Palmetto, Google is that thing that you personally put a whole lot of faith on you.
No, he's picking on you because he saw my jab at you about not doing the Google. I shared a Google Plus often. I have and love Google. Okay, so we can do that. And what we can do is I can share that community. And, wait, Goose dies. Oh, she's watching. Really? I can't smarten up. You have to dump down the clues. Dump down the clues. Yeah, that could be.
That's probably true, Alpha Wolf.
Gmail is Google. Yes, Gmail is Google, but it's actually Google Plus. So, I'm trying to remember what the name of the Google Plus group is. You know, Mama has a wrench, and she is not helping me. She's like the only one that knows about this group besides Professor, and neither one of them are helping me out. Kitty, I think you're right. It's just my 2 cents worth. I'm looking to see if I can find my Google Plus name.
Mama, please share the group. That way she
Can't
will.
remember the name. Like everyday something. Prayers from the Space Coast. Come on, stinking thing. Every day with essential oils. There it is. Every day with essential oils. That's it. So if you go to Google Plus and look up the community Every Day with Essential Oils, that's the community that I set up. And so if you want to get in on the clues, but you don't have Instagram, you can hop on that Google Plus and go from there. And then that way you'll be able to participate as well. Alright. Let's see. Okay, so let me give you guys, do you have a picture on it yet? Okay, Kitty's getting the link, so. Ooh, snowfall, yikes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I was supposed to hit my area around 10 p.m., so it'll be later for you. Okay, did I just start stalking you, Robin? Probably. That's probably what all of this is. It's just a big stalking group.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Alright, so let's see. The first clue was, do we have anybody behind us or after us?
Nope.
Awesome. Okay, so the first clue was an Egyptian picture. And that picture was of the Egyptian god of death, Osiris.
Mm-hmm. You should really start sending these to me so I can have them ready for you.
I know. So the clue was, what in the afterworld does this guy have to do with our oils class? Okay. I don't know. I don't remember. It won't let me go to Google Plus to see.
Y'all are killing me. Killing me, Smalls.
I don't know. Hold on, let me look. Okay. Go under communities. And no, I don't have a picture yet. It's a big green thing with a little circle with 3 circles inside it. I don't have a picture yet. So no. That's me. If you see me and Donna and Steve in there, and it looks like Ginger Rose is in there, and that's it. Okay. So that was the first question. That was the first one. Okay. So the second clue was a picture of Egyptian pyramids. So to indicate Egypt. And that clue was, where in the world is this and what does it have to do with our essential oils class? Okay. And then the third clue was a picture of Love Potion number 9.
Love Potion number 9.
And that that clue said, this oil was used by Aphrodite, implying love. Yeah. So is it myrrh? No, not myrrh.
Dun dun dun. You got Google lit up right now.
My guesses are jasmine or myrrh. No.
You lose.
I didn't get a third clue. Yeah, it was today. Juniper, no. Let it roll for another minute and then we'll... Sandalwood, no.
We already done patchouli,
no.
no.
Musk, no. Frankincense, no. Durian fruit imported there, no. Nope. Mimo, I guess that earlier. Sandalwood, no. Patchouli, no. Rose, papyrus, lang lang, no. Patchouli, no.
I'll give you a hint.
Oh. That wasn't very nice.
I know.
Google's like a Christmas tree. Lang lang, no. Okay, so here's the one that's going to give it away. So get ready to watch the screen. Okay, this oil is also known as... I'm sorry. The wild version of this is known as oregano.
The wild version is known.
Wild blank is oregano. Robin's good at saying no.
You ain't got to tell me about that. So I know that one all the time.
I think I'm joined. Cardamom, no. You know, Google's going crazy right now. There's people going... Myrtle, no.
Done.
I'm waiting for it to go... Cardamom, no. No?
Nope.
No clue. Nobody's Googling this? Marjoram, there it is.
Collinwood Acre.
Poke salad. Nope. For Nicole's dumb chickens. I only got one marjoram.
Okay, so that means I got 4 to give away. 4.
Yep.
4, 4, 4. Four to give away.
Everybody started typing it in because
we hollered it out.
Alright. So, let's get started.
With the lesson.
Because that's the fun part. Go to Google Plus, search every day. Yeah. Okay. Close, but not the same. Exactly. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about. So, the answer is sweet marjoram.
Is it a hot one?
No.
You didn't lie.
Wait, let me check. No, I don't think so. No, it's not a hot one.
Okay. You know what I'm going to do. Well, that just tasted like ass.
Okay, so what's it taste like? Because I don't want to know how you know that.
Ah. And it's a little hot too. You're lying cur dog.
No, it's a neat oil.
Meet my ass. My tongue and lips are on fire.
Do I need to go get peanut butter?
Scheiße. Woo.
I love the hot oils just to see Big Bear's reaction. Do I need to get...
No.
Do we need to get peanut butter?
I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
You lied to me.
I didn't lie to you. ST. I don't think he likes essential oils anymore. Hasn't liked any lately. Back to the TMI again. The worse it tastes, the better it is for you. That's true. Well, you do have a donkey and you do work during the day.
You know what? I was going to give you a free sample, simply. Not no more.
If it's related to oregano, it would be spicy. Yes and no. It's a much milder version of oregano. So it can be spicy, but it's not hot. It's not a hot oil. A whip for the horse, a bridle for the ass, and a rod for the fool's back. Hey, Laura. Poor Big Bear. He says his lip... Okay, what oil? We're talking about sweet marjoram. Oh, see, everybody wants to see what I do. You think I should take it?
Yep.
You think? I really don't know if I like this.
B lady, you get a free sample of tonight's oil. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's not hot, though. You're a wuss if you think that's hot.
Well, maybe I got a hold of something else because the tip of my tongue and my lip started on fire for a minute. And it didn't hit me till a little bit afterward.
No, so like this is a huge concentrated version of an Italian herb. Ugh. It's like, no, it's not. It just
like
leaves
ash.
a pretty nasty taste in your mouth. It kind of reminds me of, what was the one that we had that was kind of soapy?
That was last week's.
What was that? What did we do last week? Last week was such a blur, y'all.
Thank you, Donna.
We did not coriander, the other one. Cilantro. I done rolled the arthritis mix in my mouth. Yeah, that's a fun one when you do that. Okay. Ugh. Alright. So let's talk about marjoram, guys. First and foremost, it can be used as aromatically. So you can put it in the diffuser. You can do it topically. And you don't need to dilute it. It can be applied neat. Unless you're applying to people with sensitive skin or if it's a younger person. Then it can also be used internally. So, really? Okay, now, listen up, guys. The contraindications and the warnings... There's a few things here, so I want you to pay attention and listen up. Definitely not when you're pregnant. Because this can...
Really?
What, you're pregnant?
Yeah, with a baby elephant. I'll show you the trunk later.
Why is that happening?
What?
Our voices are not matching.
I don't know.
Did you ever change the speed from Twitch?
Yeah. No.
That's probably why.
You did all that junk. You messed it up.
I know. I was messing around with it. And I'm becoming a gamer.
Becoming something.
When you're not paying attention. Anyway, okay. So, alright, so with the contraindications, if you're pregnant You don't want to... Oh, there's Destiny.
Hey, Destiny, you get the other sample of tonight's oil.
Who'd you say, B-Lady?
B-Lady and now Destiny. Okay. How many more I got? Because Mama Cat was the only one that won it, right?
No, Collingwood. And then these two kind of came in, but they were when we announced it. But I don't know. Okay. So, if you're pregnant, don't use it because it can start or regulate menses, which is your lovely cycle. So, you don't want to use it if you're pregnant. As far as bleeding disorders, it says that it could slow down clotting and increase the chances of bruising and bleeding in people with bleeding disorders. So you want to be careful with that.
Read that.
What you told me about
Homestead Minimalist.
Oh, I'm sorry. Homesteading Minimalist. Robin, what you told me about the eucalyptus and peppermint for cough really helped. Thanks. Awesome. I love it. I've been here the whole time and I didn't get any oil. Are you kidding me? I've given you oil. He's killing me. Well, you haven't come to visit, so...
Palmetto, you left me here.
All by myself.
All by myself. And my house was full of women.
Yep, of estrogen. Nothing but estrogen.
It's going to be a cold day before you get anything free from me again.
From you.
I'm just saying, brah.
Mama Cat, there's quite a few. Send me an email and I'll send you a list. So another one is slow heart rate. This is a possibility, can slow your heart rate down a little. So people who already have a slow heart rate, obviously you want to be careful with this. If you're allergic to basil, hyssop, lavender, mint, oregano, or sage, marjoram can also cause an allergic reaction if you're allergic to any of those because they're all in the same family of plants. So be careful with that. The other thing is it can affect blood sugar levels in people who already have diabetes. So watch for signs of low blood sugar and monitor your blood sugar if you're using it. Okay. Let's see. Ulcers. Okay. So marjoram.
Hold on a second. B-Lady is going to go live tomorrow, an hour before Simply. That's going to be awesome. Just saying. We'll be there.
You don't even... Okay. I'm just going to leave that alone.
What?
Well, she said that she checked with the other network and saw that no one was on an hour before them, so they're all clear. It doesn't matter. Go on when you want.
Yep.
Okay, so for ulcers, marjoram might increase secretions in the stomach and the intestines. So if you already have an ulcer, this is one you want to be careful with. Is there an oil that makes idiots easier to deal with? Yes. Lavender, clary calm, clary sage, vodka. Yeah, that's a good one too. Vetiver. You have vetiver. I gave you some vetiver. Vetiver works really good. So you should, well, but don't use vetiver and lavender together because you will pass out answering the phone. We don't want that. Okay, lung conditions. Now, most of these are if you use them quite a bit. It could increase the fluid secretions in your lung. So if you have asthma or emphysema, you want to be careful with that. And what it is, it's just compounding. So if you don't have any issues, it won't be a problem. But if you're having lung issues or heart issues, diabetes, anything like that, we have to be careful. It's not that you can't use it, you just have to monitor it and keep an eye on it. Now, you want to be really careful. You don't want to overuse this. This is another one of those that says if you're going to have surgery, you need to stop using it 2 weeks before. I'm starting to find that it seems like almost all of these have that, so it's probably a good rule of thumb that if you're anticipating surgery, that you should stop using oils 2 weeks before. Just my opinion. Okay, so as far as interactions, one thing, lithium interacts with marjoram. Okay?
Lithium?
Lithium.
Like the battery?
Well, lithium is what some people use for depression. I think, no, not depression. It's treatment for, it's a psychiatric, yeah, I can't, I'm like, it's right there. Somebody help me out. Do they make an oil for me? Yes, Susan.
I don't think there's enough oils for you, Susan.
I love Susan. Susan's awesome.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so what happens is it could have the effect like a water pill or like a diuretic. Yeah, bipolar. There it is. So taking marjoram could decrease how well your body gets rid of lithium. So it could increase how much lithium's in the body, and that would result in issues. Yeah, people do still take lithium, Palmetto.
What's Pickers talking about?
I don't know what he's saying. Well, part of that is, remember I told you he has to use voice type. Hey Big Bear, I got the essential oil way. The mama cat got it. And how is the EO book coming? It's coming. The essential oils book is coming. Manic episodes. There you go. Bipolar. Yep. And that's what it does. It makes you literally I love her. It makes you literally just kind of zombified. Like it just totally makes it, I just saw my name. I'm so confused.
So are we.
Okay. So if you're using this and taking lithium, you might have to have your dosage changed so that you don't OD on lithium. Okay. I'm bipolar, but the happy kind. Okay. Now, let's talk about what it is and how it's processed. Okay, first things first, it's a bushy, perennial, what they call a subshrub, because it'll only get to about 3 feet tall max, and it spreads out almost like a ground cover. It's native to the Mediterranean region. It has oval leaves, small white flowers, looks very similar to oregano. It can grow up to 3 feet tall. It's a member of the mint family. Okay. And it's steam distilled from both dried leaves and fresh leaves and flowering tops. So it's mainly sourced from France, Spain, Hungary, and Egypt. And wild marjoram is actually oregano. So, anyway. Okay, so this oil blends well with bergamot, basil, black pepper, cypress, fennel, lavender, lemon, orange, rosemary, and melaleuca. Okay. As far as history goes, the ancient Greeks called marjoram joy of the mountains, just like they did oregano. They commonly used it to make the wreaths and the garlands for weddings and funerals. It's also associated a lot of times with death. In ancient Egypt, they used it for healing and disinfecting, and they also used it for food preservation. During the Middle Ages, the European women used it as a flower bouquet that was usually given as a gift. It was also very popular with cooking. So culinary uses in Europe, and during the Middle Ages, it was used in cakes and in breads and all kinds of different, also in like puddings and porridges. So that's kind of neat.
You can have your pudding until you eat your meat.
Mm-hmm. Okay, according to Greek mythology, Aphrodite, who was the goddess of love, was a huge fan of the herb, which led to it being used to make love potions, which I don't understand, because one of the properties of marjoram is that it is an anaphrodisiac. Anaphrodisiac. So, meaning that it's the opposite of aphrodisiac. Okay? So, it actually calms the urges down as opposed to speeding them up.
Ah, no wonder you wanted me to take it.
In Spain and Italy, the uses date back to the 1300s. During the Renaissance, it was used for eggs, rice, meat, fish.
Oh.
What?
Livia just heard Robin's voice and got out of bed and started crying because she wasn't actually here. Good job, Robin.
Bring her up to the TV and I'll wave to her. Let me know when she's there. In the 16th century, it was also used as a salad herb. And the other thing is that they used to use it to make teas. And before we found hops. And see, that's crazy because I thought I posted a picture of hops as well. But apparently it didn't. So, hi, Livy. I blow kisses. Mwah. So Aphrodite was a tease. Yeah, apparently. Should be given to all teenage boys. See, start diffusing it when they turn about 11, 12. And they'll be good to go. Okay, so they used to use...
She's there now.
Okay, well, I just waved, so it should be catching up with them.
Oh, okay. Fine.
But it was used before hops were used. So they used to use it as a strewing, what they called a strewing herb, to be able to, to flavor like beer and wines and things like that before they had hops.
Livy only likes me when I have hash browns.
That's true.
And then she'll tell me she loves me.
Loves you, everything.
She's my friend. And then I'm like, are you only saying this because...
No, it's not an aphrodisiac. It's an anti-aphrodisiac, basically. It's the opposite.
Happy.
That's awesome. Good. Okay, so properties. There's a ton of them. Okay. It's an analgesic, meaning that it's used for pain. It's antispasmodic, anti-aphrodisiac, antiseptic, antiviral, bactericidal, carminative, that's for gas. Cephalic, which means it helps with the brain. Let's see, what else?
Dun, dun, dun.
Cordial, which means that it helps with the blood flow. Let's see. Digestive, diuretic, it's an emmenagogue. That has to do with the female cycle. It's an expectorant, fungicidal, hypotensive, laxative, nervine, sedative, vasodilator. Okay, so that's... Wait, what?
What do you wait, what?
No, oh wait, that's because I'm moving. No, I was looking at her thing. Okay, so as far as analgesic goes, marjoram reduces the pain that's associated with anti-wanger swinger, a non-woody. I'm so glad I don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay, guys, let's kind of keep it above board here a little bit. Okay, so it reduces the pain associated with colds, fevers, any kind of inflammation, muscle, toothache, headaches, all of that. Any kind of pain, you can use this oil to help deal with that pain. The best thing about it, and this kind of goes along with what Palmetto was saying, is that... Oh! Killing me! The best thing about it is that it doesn't have these side effects or the adverse effects like the medications that are typically given for pain. So, y'all are killing me. Okay, antispasmodic. Here I go getting red again. It's helpful with any kind of spasms, whether it's respiratory, so like any kind of coughing.
Would it lower blood pressure?
Yes, I'm going to get there. I will tell you exactly why in just a minute. Let's see. Okay, so it can help with like convulsions, pulled muscles, cramps, anything, any kind of controllable spasms. These are all kinds of things because it's antispasmodic. That's kind of the property that it has. Okay, so as I said before about an anaphrodisiac, it helps to suppress or control sexual desire. And what the research says is that it's beneficial for those who are suffering from abnormal or extreme sexual urges. So, one to keep in mind. Next property, antiseptic. Antiseptic properties are good for internal and external wounds. You can use this in a lotion to help treat, any kind of, like if you have a scratch, or like for instance when I got in the briars the other day, you can put it on there and it'll help clean out all of because it's also antibacterial, so it's going to clean out anything so you don't have any issues.
Two family homestead in the house.
Okay. It also protects wounds. Now listen to this. It protects them against becoming septic and developing tetanus. So this is definitely one that you might want to keep hanging around in the back of the cabinet, because this is not an expensive oil. This is around the $25 mark, so it is not that bad. And you're talking about 250 drops, so it's not expensive at all. Okay, so antiviral, even more so like the flu, cold, measles, mumps, all that kind of stuff. Okay, bactericidal. So this is another one that can help with like food poisoning. Talk keeps going back to sexual urges.
Just keep going.
Everybody needs the oil.
Just keep going. Don't fan that fire. We're gonna be talking about
all night. Okay. We're gonna get back to analgesic.
There you go.
Okay, so bactericidal, it helps to kill bacteria, so it'll help
especially
with
now Lost Dude is here, so
things like food poisoning, colic, any kind of bacterial infection, whether it be inside or out.
No problem, two family.
Another thing is carminative. We talked about this before with gas. It helps relieve what it basically does is it helps push it down and out. Is basically what it does. So it helps
Have
to...
you not seen the move the chat boxes?
I'm not looking at it. I'm really not looking at it at all.
You just tossing gasoline on this fire. These people are in rare form tonight, and you're just like, this is some gasoline.
Okay. The next one is cephalic. This is very good for functioning of the brain. It keeps it healthy and active. So other, conditions for later in life.
Okay, Ginger Rose has a question.
Okay.
Read it.
Okay, Ginger Rose says, I'm still confused why cypress lowered blood pressure, being a vasoconstrictor, the opposite of marjoram.
Well, that's what
I think, which one was that, cypress? There was an explanation for that, because it was something having to do with regulating it. It wasn't an actual... I don't think that's right, that it's a constrictor. Is that right?
I don't know. You're the oils lady.
Well, we did cypress a while ago, so and I keep all this written down so that I don't...
Checking the notes.
I left all my notes in the house, I think, because my other book is in there. How long ago did we do cypress? It wasn't that long ago, was it?
Hello.
I don't think it was that long. Let me see if it's in this book. It might not be. No, it's not.
This is the most that Kitty has ever had to post. Reminder, please keep the chat family friendly.
It ain't happening, Kitty. You might as well give up.
Kitty, it's kind of hard for you to post that when the host is fanning the fire. Just saying.
It does say it's a vasoconstrictor.
But thank you for doing that. Can we kick Robin out
and
too?
I don't have anything in here that says it helps with blood pressure. So maybe I misspoke in a different, I don't know. I have to go back and look that up. Okay. Alright, so as far as cephalic, again, that has to do with any kind of brain functioning issues later on in life. This is kind of a preventative for that. Keeps the brain active so it doesn't get dull with age. Alright, so with this next one, basically we're talking about a vasodilator, vasoconstrictor. Vasodilator, what it does is it opens up blood vessels, veins, whatever. I'm not a doctor, so I can't tell you the specifics, but it opens everything up to make the blood flow better. Let's see. What of all of these other things do I want to talk about? Okay, so one thing, digestive properties. This is really good for the digestive system because it helps with like cramps, colic, constipation, what?
You gotta keep it above board now. When you owe her an apology.
Sorry about that, Green Gables. Alright, let's see.
Name Kitty.
Sorry. Okay. So let's talk about diaphoretic. This one actually promotes perspiration and sweating, so it helps to remove all the toxins out of your body. It helps to get your body to get rid of the toxins through sweating. Clotting issues. No. Okay, so if you're going to use this, you have to be careful because like I said in the beginning, slow heart rate, this has a tendency, and I don't understand why, because again, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know this, but the research that I saw said that it can slow the heart down. And it might just be because since everything's opening up, it, you know, I don't know. I don't know how the heart works. So, but it says that it can slow the heartbeat down a little, and it also says that it can slow clotting and increase the chance of bruising and bleeding. So that's the thing you need to kind of keep in mind. Alright, so as far as digestive properties go, marjoram seeds were used to facilitate digestion for a long time. So they used to chew the seeds up.
Night, Goose.
They used to chew the seeds up to be able to do that. And what happens is it stimulates the secretion of the juices and the to get you to start your saliva production. See, that's what I was thinking, Ginger, is that the heart doesn't have to work as hard, so it might slow down a little bit. It's not having to pump as fast. But what it does is it also helps, because it's producing the saliva, it's going to help you to break down food better. So, and then also because it's a diuretic, it can help to get rid of some of those fluids as well. Let's see. Emmenagogue, okay, so that's another one. That's a real quick. If you're having any kind of symptoms that are not pleasant, which we all do, any kind of regulation issues, this can help with that. Okay. Expectorant, this is also really good for the respiratory system. Just in general, whether it's for bronchial stuff, where you got congestion in your lungs, It also helps with cough and runny nose. So this is a general one to keep around for any kind of sniffles and coughs, flus, anything like that. Fungicidal, that's another thing. It kills fungus. So if you have candida, any kind of yeast kind of issue, or thrush, anything like that, this is a fungicidal, so it will help with any kind of like tendonitis. So anything having to do with fungus or candida, those things.
Is it considered a blood thinner? Old as Dirt would like to know.
No, it's not that it thins the blood out. What it does is it opens up the blood vessels so that when the blood is, passing through, it has more room. So instead of a 2-lane, you're going to like a 4-lane. Okay? So it makes it easier for the blood to flow through.
Can essential oils be used to treat tendonitis?
Yes, there are different, tendon issues. Yeah, you can, and not treat. This is all support, guys. So this is like, you're trying to manage issues. You can use these oils to kind of manage the issues that you have. Fungicide can kill your fun. Yeah, I know, right? Okay, now getting to hypotensive. So one of the properties is hypotensive. What it does is it helps lower the blood pressure, or it also reduces the risk of any kind of heart issues, heart disease, anything like that, by using it proactively. And that's because of that property of it being a vasodilator. Because it widens and relaxes the blood vessels, it eases the flow of the blood, and that way there's not as much strain on the cardiovascular system. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, okay. So another thing is, this does have properties to be able to help you if you're constipated. It'll help clean everything out. So this is an alternative to anything that you would use for that. Well, I mean, and the thing is ginger is that I wouldn't technically call these like blood thinners. You got to be really careful with what I like to go more with the properties of what properties it has, and then go from there on that. Because, if you're talking about something being a vasodilator, and it's going to affect how the blood moves through the heart and through the system, you got to be kind of careful with that. It does help with like vein inflammation, varicose veins. So yeah, it says that you have to be careful with people with bleeding issues, bleeding disorders. So definitely keep that in mind if you're using this particular oil. Let's see, what else do I have here? Oh, we did talk about this just briefly. For the endocrine system, it helps with things like pancreatitis, which is also, one of the things involved in your producing or regulating your blood sugar. So this oil does help with blood sugar, like regulating your blood sugar. But you want to be careful if you have it low. You want to make sure that you keep an eye on it and it doesn't go too low. Okay. Oh, integumentary system. So the hair, nail, and skin. Didn't see anything for hair. As far as nails, like if you have brittle nails, you can use it to help strengthen your nails up. If you have sensitive or tender skin, you can use it also on sunburn. You can do skin tags, and it's not a hot oil like oregano, so that's an alternative to use that.
Where would you place it, or will you rollerball it?
Where would I place it? Okay, so if we're talking about for issues with like vasodilator or whatever, You can do either, Kitty, whether it's internally or skin application. Believe it or not, this one is actually powerful enough if you use it in a diffuser. Inhaling it actually is supposed to help as well. You can put it on pulse points. Yes, Ginger, if you're on blood pressure medications, you want to be careful and make them aware. Because the thing is that if this is has hypotensive properties, if you're taking anything that is supposed to also have that property, you don't want to double up. You want to be careful with that. So that's...
David's Fish Tank, what's up, brother?
There you go. Okay. And did I say ringworm? Because this actually helps with ringworm as well. And cold sores too. And I'm going to try this. The next time I have a cold sore, I think I'm going to try that. Alright, let's see. What else do I have here? Oh, muscular system. So because it's anaspasmodic, it helps with spasms and muscles. It increases, since it's increasing the blood circulation, it's helping to get oxygen to the muscles and everything. So it helps with like just regular muscle pain, neuralgia, chronic pain, dull pain, sharp pain, any kind of pain, because remember it's an analgesic.
So it'll help with pain?
Yes. Spasms, sprains, strains, tension, stiffness. I've even seen mentions of fibro. So, I'm about to sneeze. Whew. Lordy. Let's see what else. I said already that for respiratory issues, whether it's bronchial infections, constricted airways, also if you have allergies, and one of the things is constricted airways. This is supposed to help with constricted airways. Now again, you don't want to rely on it. Okay? Use these with caution.
Could you put it right over your heart?
Yes, I would think so. But if it were me, I think I would put it more on my pulse points. I think I would kind of spread it out instead of putting it straight over my heart. I think that's what I would do. Wait a minute, ringworm, so it can be used on cats. Old as dirt, I have to look that up. I have a really good article on what oils to use on cats. Green Gables, I think I sent it to you, and I think I also sent it to Woody. If we can figure that out, and I can get that information to you. There's a really great article about what to use and what not to use on cats. Totally off topic, but thinking about the MD freaking out reminded me of your vet. How are the pup's ears?
All better.
Fine. Completely fine. Everything's good. Okay, the other really big thing too, and this is something I was interested in, is it has skeletal implications as well. It's good for joint inflammation, clicking, which I have a huge issue with in my feet. See, I kind of disagree with that, Jatan. There's a lot of people that use essential oils. One thing, though, you have to be really careful is, especially if you're diffusing, you have to give them a way to get out of the room. I've not seen anything mentioned about hypothyroidism, any kind of thyroid. And I did look up thyroid. I did not see any mention of that.
We have successfully used some essential oils with cats.
Well, and we have somebody in here who has used them very successfully with cats. Green Gables has used it. Woody's used it. There have been a couple. Kitty uses it, and she, one thing I know for a fact is they tell you not to use Melaleuca or tea tree, but Kitty uses tea tree on her cat with no problem. So again, this is the thing, is each person's use is going to be different. They tell you can diffuse some of these oils in a room where the cat is free to leave at any point in time. And then that way, if they don't like it, they'll leave. And they're going to know when it's something that's causing them discomfort. Didn't I send you a link? Yeah, you did, and I'm not sure if it's the same one, but you sent it to me a while ago. But I found a really good one, and I think you're right, Ginger. Didn't you send it to me through a Facebook message? I think I can't remember, but she may have a really good one too. But I have a really good one that I've kind of passed around. I checked it out really well to make sure it was accurate. How the ringworm caused me to never go to the doctor again. Take my health into my own hands. Coconut oil and probiotics. There you go. All right. So what I was talking about with the skeletal system is this is good for joint inflammation, clicking, any kind of ligament strain, shin splints, anything like that. So this is really good for like athletes because it's going to help with muscles, muscle recovery, all of that kind of stuff. So it's definitely something to keep in the gym bag. There you go. Help with cats' headaches. It was through email. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, and that's the thing, Jaton, is that's part of the reason why I do these classes, because I don't just take it at somebody else's word. I go out, and that's why I do these classes, is because I go out and I start looking at everything that there is about that oil and then make a determination based on that.
Here's the thing, there's not a lot of data.
Right, research
when
is
it comes to using essential oils with animals.
Mm-hmm.
And we're part of a group from Augusta that has said, you know what, we're going to start getting data. And these people have started using essential oils on their cats, their dogs, their goats, their horses, their cows, chickens, everything. And they have started keeping records to know what happened with what did with what. And it's pretty intense process that they're going through, and they have not lost an animal yet, and they've been doing it for, 2 years now? 3 years?
A couple. And the thing is that I don't know if you knew this, but they now have a veterinarian that is using the oils in their clinic.
Yeah, because they've gotten to the point where they have collected enough data, and it's working.
I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll post that article in that group, that Google Plus group, so anybody will be able to, to take a look at it. What did Ginger ask? Oh, about the headaches. He has a really interesting story. Augusta, Georgia. I live in Georgia.
Well, we're in Georgia too, Ambers.
Yep. Use 3 drops 4 times
there ain't
a day.
enough money in the world to get me to go to Augusta right now, but
all my dogs, my vet loves us. See, some vets do, some vets don't. Ours does it. The one that we just went to not too long ago.
Well, his Apollo's normal doc, she's starting to ask a lot of questions.
Right,
so I think she's seeing the results.
She's seeing the results.
The dude, he was just a douchebag.
Yeah, he was not happy. Yeah. So, okay, I live in Northwest. Okay.
We're in Northeast.
We're in Northeast, yeah. So anyway, so that's pretty much, the other thing too is in the urinary, and this is, okay, so this is a little embarrassing, but all women who have had more than one child and you have some issues, and I don't even have to say any more than that, this is actually supposed to help with that. So, maybe something to think about. Yeah, we know, Teresa. We covered that early. I know you just got in here, but that's why we're running as late as we are, because we spent the first 15 minutes or so talking
Teresa,
about that.
we know we're locking down the hatches and trying to get stuff that can get taken up and fly. We're trying to get everything put up, locked down, tied down. Everything we can.
Kitty, have you used the vapor stick? I'm just curious if any of you that are talking about that particular product, if you've used the stick itself. Oh yeah, it is a cough. I don't know if she's talking about the respiration blend, or if she's talking about Marjoram. Yeah, that one. Let us know. So I didn't even have to tell anybody. They know. Let's see.
Finish up.
I'm pretty much done. The bigger ones, if you had to look, at what you would use this for. Definitely skeletal, respiratory, muscular, and like your immune system for like antiviral, anything like that. Those are the biggest body systems that are affected in a good way. Let's see. Yeah, they've used, okay. I was just curious because that product is a very good product. I really like it. You can make a vapor. You can, but they actually have one that they make that's extremely effective, so I don't even bother trying to make it myself. There you go. That's the one. I forgot she had a wrench. So there's the article that I sent to Green Gables. I also sent it to Woody when because he was asking me a bunch of questions. It was really funny. He was kind of like, okay, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyway. So anyway, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's not very expensive, so it's one of those that like it's worth spending the money on it already being done, because I just don't even want to try and tool with even getting the sticks that it takes to make it. There's a lot of cost in it. So all right, do we have any questions? No, having to go with going to the bathroom. Let's just say it that way.
When you sneeze, you pee.
Yeah, there you go. I love that article. Yeah, it's a really quick reference. It's very accurate. I've checked it, cross-checked it. It's pretty accurate on what you can use and what you can't use. Just gives you kind of a... Well, I mean, I can order them, B-Lady. That's not a problem. They also have cough drops, believe it or not. And you love those, don't you? Yeah. Let's see. Anybody else have any questions? I used the glue stick when I had an upper respiratory issue. Yeah. It works really well.
Yeah, the Breathe Glow Stick and the cough drops are absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
They work very, very well.
And again, that's one of those things where I don't... Acid reflux, that would be...
Digestin.
The digestive blend, it works out really well. Ask questions, they'll stay on later. They make yeah, I'm sure they make pads for that problem, but I'm not using them. We all have it mastered here. We just cross our legs when we sneeze. We're not planning on, I mean, it's only 1/4 after. Incontinence. Yeah, that's exactly what it's called, Susan. If you have to get technical. What's this one good to mix with? Okay, I had a really good list of them earlier. It's good to blend with basil, bergamot, black pepper, cypress, fennel, lavender, lemon, orange, rosemary, and melaleuca.
So Amber Rivers, how did you find us? I'm always curious about how people find us.
We've pulled quite a few people over from Instagram. That let's see.
I'm doing good. Let us know.
We've done that too. It just All right.
Hopefully all the drama will stop soon.
I don't know what to talk about.
So
I'll tell you, it's much easier when there's 2 of us instead of just 1, at least on my end.
Good night. I wear aprons.
Yeah, she usually...
Be careful tomorrow.
Easy. Not to be nasty, but Susan, I do those every day. Yeah. Well, what do you expect after... Yeah, I worked in the hospital for... Oh, no, I expect it. Don't think I'm being...
I thought that... Isn't that Mud Pie Girl?
Yeah.
Mud Pie Girl, the link is in the description for those books.
Let's see. I had surgery for it, but not recommend surgery. Oh, there you go. Go for green.
Go for
Found
green.
you through charity. Who? Maybe Cherish and it autocorrected. That brings relief. Let's see. What else could I diffuse besides lavender to calm the blues around here?
Lemon.
Vetiver. Cedarwood. Anything that...
Thank you, Amber Rivers.
Anything that smells like dirt. And that's... Okay, so that's what we've kind of gotten Professor on is balance and vetiver. Helps a lot. That's what I used on Jason the other day. He was having kind of a little bit of anxiety.
Anything to get rid of flies. They are scaring my one-eyed dog.
Oh. You know, we've tried. I haven't had a whole lot of success with flies. How long does the oil last shelf life? Indefinitely, as long as you don't contaminate it. And that means that you want to make sure that you don't touch the oil, the orifice reducer. You want to just let it drop freely, and that helps to, but you want to keep it where there's no sunlight and it doesn't get hot.
B-lady, don't you worry about it. You can...
No, you're good. Who had science books? What? Are they talking about ours?
Big Bear showed their science books they teach from.
Yeah. Let's see. Do they make a chocolate oil or from the flower? Just wondering. Maybe a happy oil. No, not that I know of. I would have to check.
Yeah, wild orange helps with depression. Frankincense helps
Frankincense works really well.
with depression.
Wait, why would you diffuse I wouldn't diffuse, okay, I read that wrong. I wouldn't diffuse lavender for the blues. I would do something uppity like lemon, wild orange. I wasn't thinking about the blues part of the comment. Lemon, wild orange, rosemary, grapefruit. Anything citrusy is good. Lang-a-lang is good. I mean, there's quite a few that'll help with that. Frankincense is the one that we found that's been the most effective.
Yeah, what you do with the frankincense is you put a drop in your hand and I do it about 2 or 3 times a day. It seems to keep me upbeat.
Level, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I also take magnesium.
Because of Farmer Mimo. Cannabis helps. Yeah, well, we don't have cannabis yet. Cheers, a good mixture. You know, I haven't tried any of the mixes yet. So
Slim and Sassy is great for weight loss. I have lost a good amount of weight, if you guys can't tell, just from really doing the Slim and Sassy. I'll drink 3. Now, I haven't done it since I got back from Hope's, and I need to get back on it. But I'll drink 1 glass of tea, and then I'll have like 3 glasses of water with Slim and Sassy, and then I'll do another glass of tea and 3 or 4 glasses of water with the Slim and Sassy. Now, one of the things about the Slim and Sassy that I have learned through my experience is stop drinking it at about 8, depends on what time you go to bed, 7, 8 o'clock, and then let it run through your system before you go to bed, because if you drink some right before bed, it will keep you up.
Mm-hmm.
So,
somebody, Teresa asked me to explain the colors. What she's referring to is the company that we're with has stickers for the different names, and a lot of them, like the different colors of the labels. And to be honest with you, T, I'm not entirely sure about that. Because just when I think I got it figured out, I'm not sure I got it figured out. So, for depression, basil, bergamot, chamomile, geranium, jasmine, patchouli, lang-lang. See, I don't know about lavender. I don't know. Can you put drops of marjoram in a diffuser necklace? Yes. But when you say drops, I'm thinking drop. It's pretty strong.
Is Slim and Sassy safe with blood pressure meds?
Ooh.
That's a good question. I think so.
Ask Susan. I bet Susan knows the answer to that one because she uses
She's swearing lavender's good for depression, but lavender, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. I mean, I guess if the book says so and a lot of different things say so, I just don't. I think I would try other stuff before I tried lavender.
Yeah, because lavender is very calming.
I mean, in that sense, maybe.
I mean, if you're got very high anxiety, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But if you're already down in the dumps and it just, I don't know. Yeah. That's just my thought process on that. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Let's see. I use with my blood pressure meds. Is Windswept talking about with
Slim and Sassy?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a calming essential oil, but the thing is when you're, I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. It's in, doTERRA doesn't have, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, everybody telling you bless you. No, lavender is good for anxiety. I'm sure of that one. Yeah, see, I don't see 60.
Would you know what kind of wood I could use to grind up and use as wood chips for the garden? There, I thought of a question. LOL. Just about any tree. You can use pine, hardwood, softwood. Cedar is a good one. Cypress is a good one because they also help with pest control. But pretty much any wood chip will work as long as it's not like pressure treated wood. But any natural, let me rephrase, any natural wood. Our daughter is allergic to lavender.
Yes, there are people who can be allergic to that.
Yep. And Mama Cat, do you know why that is? Because the sun gives us which vitamin? Was it D or E?
D,
I think it was D too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that tells you something about Krypton, huh? Them fools didn't get any vitamins. Just saying. Which oils would be good for onset panic attacks?
Oh, well, I got a couple of people that can answer that question. We've used Balance and Vetiver before. We've used, what's the D for? Vitamin D.
Yeah.
Lemongrass. If there's lemongrass, no, cannot be used. Can't go with. I don't think it has lemongrass, does it?
What are you talking about?
The Slim and Sassy. They're still trying to figure out if. Oh. Yeah, D. It's vitamin D. I'm not sure if. You have it over there?
What?
The Sassified stuff.
I used to. I don't know what the crap your son did with it.
I wonder if it's over here. I was going to look at the...
Look, you can tell I got sun-kissed today. Look at my hair. It's like going blonde.
Something you need to... The other thing, too, guys,
well, Krypton is actually an element. Really? I did not know that.
You do want to be careful with... We were all talking about all these different oils that are good for depression. Anything that's citrus, you want to be careful with it being phototoxic. That meaning that you can
I think my
get
hair's
sunburn.
falling out.
No, I don't think so.
Look at my widow's peak. It's going like way back.
Okay, I don't see lemongrass in there. It's got grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon.
Grandma on a roll just put it up there same time you read it.
See? And see, but Teresa, that's a good point. Everybody's smells are going to be different. Like there may be a smell, there may be an oil that has stimulant properties, but it might be a property that you like. I mean, a smell that you like, and it ends up calming you because you like the smell. So,
what would be the
celiac.
best oil for celiac disease? Fatty liver.
I know I've seen celiac in here before. Because that's one I just recently, isn't that the one with, that everybody talks about with, all the gluten stuff, I think. 173. What?
I was looking at the elements table in my son's science, and krypton is listed. It's on the lower end. Where's Blaze's book?
Oh, I'm not going all the way over there.
Look, I am a big superhero freak, so y'all don't be dissing my superheroes now.
Alright, for celiac, what I'm seeing is ginger, lemongrass, and then obviously the digestive blend. That's another one. Citrus in my necklace, not on my skin. Yeah, you could definitely do that. What?
Mama's stupid.
I love how you just go and read my messages and don't. Alright. Alright, any other questions?
Any other questions?
Was that her that asked?
Who?
No, is she the one that asked about celiac?
I think so. I don't remember.
Celiac, it says ginger, lemongrass, and then the digestive blend, which is that. No, it's not that one. It's the Digest Zen or whatever it is.
And you know what's funny, Collinwood Acres? Christopher Reeve proved he was truly Superman.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why. After he fell off that horse and broke his neck and got crippled the way that he did.
Good night, Wendy.
Before he passed, he was able to pick his arm up. He was able to walk in a pool.
Mm-hmm.
I told everybody, just push the man outside on a sunny day.
Yeah, Old Way said that she likes to mix like wild orange with peppermint. That is a really good.
Anything to say about growing ginseng for health?
Wait, what?
Anything to say about growing ginseng for health?
We haven't done anything with ginseng yet.
We need to, though.
Mm-hmm.
Ginseng is very, very good.
Oil for risins? I don't know what that is.
I don't know either. What do you mean by
Oh,
that?
it was Mary S. Okay. No, I do not take it. Okay. And fatty liver.
Well, Jason, gotta go and put my essential oils back in the garage. You know, Pennzoil.
Mm-hmm.
Night to family. Wah, wah, wah.
That's usually Pooper Scooper's joke.
And did you know that Christopher Reeve and Robin Williams were like best friends?
Were they?
Yes. They met at college. That actors college.
Alright, fatty liver, rosemary, the metabolic blend, which is the Slim and Sassy we're talking about, and grapefruit.
Yep.
What's my favorite flower?
Sunflower.
I have a couple. I love sunflower.
But she's not going to talk about it since we got tagged by like 6 different people in the 30 questions about you video that we have to do tomorrow evening. Nice try, kitty. Nice try.
What? Okay. A raisin in her nose. I don't know. Raisin?
I don't know. I don't understand what you're talking about, Tawana.
Clary
Thor.
sage?
Thor. Mama Cat, you tagged me. Kitty tagged us.
There was a couple.
Homesteading with Tess tagged us. So we finna tag some people. None of y'all are safe. None of you.
Nobody. Shut that down quick.
Yeah, Robin Williams for some reason was a hard one for me to take. Usually I'm like, it's a celebrity, big deal. But I think because Robin Williams and when Christopher Reeve passed, it was hard for me too. But I think that's because both of them were always on my if you could meet any famous person list, who would they be? And because it was always Christopher Reeve, Robin Williams, and Tom Hanks were the guys I'd want to meet. Now the females, there ain't but one.
Have you ever heard of the herb carnivora made from the Venus flytrap? No, I have not. I actually did one. It's been almost a year since I filmed the video. Yeah, Robin Williams was a hard one to take.
I guess maybe because it was a suicide.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like he seemed so. I don't know. He was brilliant. That's exactly right.
Yeah, Mork and Mindy. He was so talented. A lot of people, they just said, okay, here's the script. Can you kind of stay somewhere within those parameters? And they just let him run.
Okay, somebody asked, what is shelf life of essential oils? I called the company that I'm with, and they said that essentially there isn't a shelf life on them as long as they're stored properly and not contaminated. However, I think for the most part you use these fast. If you start using them, you use them faster than you have to worry about a shelf life. Now, people who are wanting to prep or stock up, these are definitely easy to do so because they're in an amber bottle. If you put them back in a shelf somewhere where they're not exposed to sunlight and they're not exposed to hot temperatures, they do very well.
So they'd be great to put in like an ammo box in your basement, in your crawl space, something like that, and then they'll last for forever.
Right. They don't last long as you, and again, don't contaminate them.
Yeah.
Because that breaks down. And it's not that what they do is it just loses its potency. It's not that it, you know, becomes toxic or anything like that. It just loses potency, and so it's not as effective.
Yeah.
Ugh. Simply 7, you are not lying. That movie freaked me out. What was it, 8mm? Was that what it's called?
1 hour photo.
Or 1 hour photo. That's right. There was another one. That was Nicolas Cage, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 hour photo. That thing freaked me out.
Mm-hmm.
Because one, it's just a creepy concept
You
anyway.
see Robin Williams
you
and
see
you're
him
like,
evolve into a totally different person that is just, like, you don't want to think that, you know, that, yeah.
yeah.
Wait,
That's true, B-Lady. I mean, that's one of the things that we're slowly starting to do, and it's just a matter of getting ammo cans and putting them underneath the house or putting them out in our other locations.
Sorry, Tracy. How can you contaminate them?
Okay, well, you know, once you open it, that's
the first thing.
That's the first thing. And then this little thing right here
put your finger on it.
Is called the
orifice reducer.
Orifice reducer. Mm-hmm. That's what makes it come out in drops.
Mm-hmm.
Touching that, taking it away, kind of getting it dirty in any way, shape, or form, just touching it contaminates it because your skin also has oils in it.
Mm-hmm. And what I mean by contaminate, we're using that loosely. Like I said, again, it's not that it makes it toxic. Like when you think about contaminating, you're thinking about something bad. What this essentially does is it just lowers the effectiveness or the strength of the oil is what it does. It makes it break down quicker.
Okay.
Is essentially what I mean by that.
Essentially for the essential oil.
For the essential oils. So, vetiver, clary sage, better to mix with lavender to sleep. Vetiver. I mean, you can try it, but the vetiver and lavender always work really good for me. Cedarwood also.
Does mixing the oil with coconut oil reduce the shelf life?
Yes. Yes. That's why when they tell you, like, if you make a rollerball recipe, you really want to use that, like, within 6 months. Yes, that is the fancy way of saying that it makes the hole smaller. Yes. But again, B-Lady, the thing that you need to think about is you're going to use this probably faster than it breaks down to where it's not as effective. Suburban, are you putting that topically too, or are you just diffusing? Because what I've done with Jason in the past is back here, behind his ears, and that works really well to calm him down and get him to where he can go to sleep.
Okay, so those little sample bottles are perfect for mixes then.
Yes. Now, another thing that I've seen, Kitty, and I don't know if you've seen these, but they actually have a rollerball bottle that's not as big as the ones that I have. They're much smaller, and so they're really good for, trying out a blend to make sure that it works properly, or it does what you want it to do. Like people trying to test stuff out, that's a really good one. Yeah, behind the ears, right back in here, right where close to the jugular, like what I'll do with Jason. Come here.
No,
come here. I don't have any oils on me, I promise.
I don't want you touching me. You were mean to me today.
But what I do is I come like this behind his ears and then down into his carotid. So.
And then she brings her thumbs around and locks them around my Adam's apple and squeezes.
Kitty, I think I don't even buy from Aromatools. Aromatools is expensive compared to Amazon. I go to Amazon and get a much better deal.
Much better deal.
Yeah, I do the thing with the oil. I mean, with lotion too.
It takes the lotion and puts it on its skin.
Yeah, it's 1/6.
What?
Or else it gets the hose again.
Or
Let's
else
see,
it
what
gets
one
the
is this
hose
one?
again.
Mm-mm.
Going to put the lemon in the tea.
Mm-mm.
See, you're just messing things up.
Hush.
You're doing it wrong.
Well, then go back. Oh, cool.
Whose comment was that?
Maya?
I didn't even see her in here.
Mm-mm. Wait, what? And the lime and the coconut.
Well, Maya,
Oh,
I'm so happy that he's building you that pin. We've got all kinds of stuff coming out.
No, Suburban, you can do both. You'll be
with
fine.
other wonderful ways to, like, check out that crates, the Sustainable Living Crates video. I mean, there's some awesome things that you can do to lower your carbon footprint, to help save the trees.
Oh, go ahead.
And to be able to reuse a lot of this lumber. Like places where Robin works, their stuff comes in these crates and they throw them out in the back, and then once a quarter or twice a year or whenever, they go out there and they just burn them. And they're wonderful crates. I mean, you guys seen the crate that we put the asparagus in. You know what? We're making some for strawberries right now. Blaze is in the middle of painting them. So these things are wonderful, and they can be used to do so many things with.
There was a question about how is everything effective. Okay, first of all, no, I don't make lotion. What I was saying is that I will take oils and put them in the lotion. If there's something that needs to be diluted, that's what I do. Now the balls, I mean the rollerball bottles that I have are all 10 milliliter, but they make them smaller than that, like itty bitty ones.
Robin, how can you mix several and get the same benefit
Right,
of
that's
each?
what she was asking. Okay, so what happens is when you mix several, they're compounding together, and some of them are actually, what do they call, almost like, what do you call it when you have a multiplier? Force multiplier. So a lot of times that's what some of these do, is they'll actually multiply the potency, the power of the other oils. The other thing too is that obviously you want to make sure you mix everything up, but what it's doing is it dilutes it a little bit, but it's allowing the oils to spread over a larger area. So it's basically getting the same effect, because instead of covering a small area concentrated, you're spreading it out. Okay, so that's the concept behind the rollerball. I know when I made the one for my joints, that worked out really, 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 really well. Because what it did was allowed me to actually spread that oil out in between my fingers and actually really get it worked into the skin, instead of trying to drop it on there and you know, move it around. Synergistic. That's a big old word.
Now, when it comes to ginseng lost, dude, yeah, it prefers more cooler climates. That's why you see it growing wild, mostly in mountain areas. The mountains are a wonderful place to live and to be able to live off of the land. Because you can get wild ginseng, you can get yellow root, you can get a whole bunch of different things that are up there in those hills. You just got to know how to find them. But yes, you would have to keep it in a cool, I even think damp area. That's why ginseng will grow near creek beds coming down through the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he made it out of pallet wood. I was like, you made it too pretty for a worm bin. That's awesome. After the homeschooling science video, all I could hear in my head was weird science. Yep. Oh, wait till we start doing some of the projects.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So. Okay, guys, any more questions? Because we've been on here almost 2 hours for this intense oil class.
I'm exhausted.
So, you guys have rocked the house with the questions tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And we tried to do really good at reading off the questions so that way when it's seen later, you guys...
That people can... Yeah, I keep forgetting that, y'all. I'm sorry. I always forget. On a wooded hillside, yeah.
So...
One day the mountains will call you.
Oh, they're calling. I'm just not allowed to answer.
You know, Susan, for the migraines, that blend does not work for me. Lemon, peppermint, and lavender. I've even tried peppermint, lavender, and frankincense. Both of those do not work for me.
Jesus, send us a message. We use QuickBooks. We use QuickBooks for our business.
But there, well.
And so.
Is there a cheat sheet that says 2 drops? Why will that not let me scroll up?
Because you're doing it wrong.
How?
Because it's you.
Maybe right there at the bottom. Maybe a stupid question. Is there a cheat sheet that says 2 drops of this and 1 drop of that can be used for anxiety, burns, or whatever? Okay, yes. It's called this book. This book is really good at recipes. It has a ton of rollerball recipes, regular diffuser recipes, a bunch of different things. The link for the newest book is down in the description. It's the 3rd edition, so it has a lot of the newer stuff that they've all brought out. That 2nd edition that I have doesn't include some of the oils.
Teresa Dean, do you want me to talk to him? What blend does work for your migraines?
Oh, I've tried using the past tense, but that's not really that great. The biggest one for me, I use clary sage because a lot of mine is cyclical. So I use the clary sage, which helps with that. I use peppermint and I use lavender, but I don't use them all together. I just kind of, and what I end up doing is I end up getting in a bathtub that's warm, and then I put stuff that will calm me down, and that seems to help my headache the most. But I have not figured out a blend that completely gets rid of migraines. I did have Laura sent me an email or a message yesterday because she heard that I had one, and she said you can diffuse, let me get the message because helichrysum was in it. Oh, it's myrrh, helichrysum, and something else. But it was like 3 drops of each, I think. And she said it works like a charm. So I don't have myrrh yet. So as soon as I order myrrh, then I'll try that. But
what was the Google Plus name again?
Everyday.
It's your community. You don't even know the name. You are a slacker.
Well, I started it every day with essential oils. That's what it's called. Yeah. The cause, not the symptom. Well, that's why I use the clary sage. Is for that. And the other thing too, Old Alabama, is that I have had a very stressful, probably almost 2 weeks now, week and a half. And it's definitely the tension is part of the problem. So that's why I was saying that it really, it helps for me to get a hot bath and do it that way. Okay, Woody, get with me and we'll figure something out. Woody, I think it's available. Yeah, I think it is, Kitty. I think it might be on Audible. Sent you a Facebook post from YouTube about beaver sausage.
Oh, okay. I joined your community, Robin.
Well, what I'm going to do with this is, because it looks like there's only 16 or 17 people, and we have like 60 some in here, so as people start to see it, I think that's going to be a really good resource for what I can start doing is posting, some recipes, diffuser recipes, things like that in there. We'll do the clues for the classes for samples that way.
Well, Teresa, if you want me to, I'll talk to him and I'll tell him the good, the bad, the ugly about the Marine Corps.
Tension and hormones. Yeah, see, that's what I was dealing with, Teresa. So that's what I was treating more than, like old Alabama Gardener said, a lot of times your headaches are triggered by something, and if you start thinking about treating those issues, then that's the thing. Oh, sciatica. Oh, that's a good question, because that is essentially close to what Jason deals with. There might even be a blend recipe for sciatica. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but it seems like I've seen one.
So, Kitty, what's the latest update on the storms? Did it maybe tinker out a little bit, hopefully?
Birch, wintergreen, and cypress are all good ones. Doing insomnia on Google+. I don't know. I haven't looked lately to see where we're at on the... They're still calling for severe thunderstorms.
Well, I can handle a severe thunderstorm. The tornado thing is what makes me nervous.
I know.
And let me tell you, if we have one, me and you going to fight, because we will be getting, if we survive it, we will be getting a bunker. I don't care what it costs.
Okay.
If I got to sell my body on the corner, we're going to get the bunker.
Y'all keep Dutch and all of you guys in the middle of the country in, Dutch and Meemaw and Anita, all those people down there in the middle, down in Arkansas.
Old Alabama Gardener, you're kind of preaching to the choir in this group. We all know that already. Ships, did you get my email?
Sciatica is a never being pinched in your lower back hip area, except for because they tend to have a wallet in their back. Ah.
Yeah.
Husband has sciatica. Wow, y'all still alive? Yeah, we're still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
3 easy peanuts of $24.95. My essential oil fragrances, the 120 baby chicks Jose has brooding in my living room. Been there.
Yep.
Been there. What about Texas? It looks like it's gonna miss y'all, Susan.
Are you talking about the fiberglass shelters? One of my friends has it and loves it. Nice.
Susan, it doesn't look like it's going to go south far enough to get to you guys.
Yep. I don't think it's that you can't get the simple truth to them, older Alabama Gardener. It's getting them to listen.
Mm-hmm.
People don't want to... You got to remember that back in the mid-'70s, the Department of Ag come out and told farmers, go big or go home.
Right.
And it's been a downward spiral ever since. And now the 90, let's just say 95 to 98% of the American people, probably closer to the 98, because we're like the 2%, they want everything bigger and faster.
Yeah.
And so as long as people still refuse to re-educate themselves and to understand that the chicken egg doesn't come from the back of Walmart,
yeah,
and that it takes a certain amount of time, and to train themselves to eat in season again, then there's always going to be this issue. The moment when people realize that unless they've canned or preserved the tomato, they can't get tomatoes in December. And they really can't get a fresh tomato in December.
It was nice meeting you too, Amber.
So getting the truth out there, I think the truth is out there. It's just getting people to sit down and listen. Mm-hmm. It was nice meeting you too, Amber. And that's the hard part, because they're so consumed with keeping their face in these things. They're so consumed with sitting down in front of that big 60-inch flat screen TV, and instead of watching documentaries like Food Incorporated or Food Matters, they want to watch stuff like The Big Bang Theory and, How I Met Your Mother-in-Law or other crazy things instead of educating themselves. And they want to wonder why a 2-liter Coke is cheaper than a head of broccoli.
Yeah. And
they want to wonder why heart disease, diabetes, cancer, all of that is on the rise. Mm-hmm. But of course, they want to blame it on things like people who don't vaccinate their children, or people that what were some of the stupid things I heard? They want to blame it on other things other than what the truth is. They don't want to face the fact that we are developing bacteria and bugs and nastiness that are becoming antibiotic resistant, mm-hmm. because we're pumping our animals as proactively full of these antibiotics.
And the reason they're doing that is because what they found is that if they give them to healthy animals, it acts like a steroid.
Yeah.
And so they could still advertise that it's not steroid, it's not being given steroids, but they're giving it antibiotics, or vice versa.
Yeah. And so now what's happening is these bird flus and super flus and all these bugs are becoming antibiotic resistant. And there we have it, boys and girls, the zombie apocalypse.
Okay, somebody asked about sciatica. I've got birch, wintergreen, and wintergreen works really well for neuralgia. Cypress is another one, and basil. We do use cypress and wintergreen a lot. MRSA, for instance, that's a good one, yeah. My grandparents preached this, yeah. Kill your television.
Mm-hmm.
It's very possible, Ginger. Every time we eat the meat, we're getting a dose of the antibiotic, too.
Yep. And that's why things like these essential oils and herbs and the natural healing is so important to learn now. Because as the bugs evolve, right? It's not hard to believe that just like if you educate a coyote when you're trapping it, that sooner or later a lot of them, if he's never caught and put down, guess what? That whole pack will get educated about that smell, what that trap looks like, all of that stuff. So these bugs are evolving to become resistant to these antibiotics.
Right.
But what they're not getting resisted to is the natural herbs like garlic, plantain, onion, basil, oregano, all of these natural ingredients, all these things that the good Lord put on this planet for us to make ourselves healthy when we get sick.
Mm-hmm.
They're not getting resistant to those. Nobody uses them anymore. So when you have this super flu that is, I mean, think about it. When the plague came by, right? That's how thieves' oil came about. Because why? What were these guys using? They were using natural herbs, right?
Clove, cinnamon. I always forget the other ones. There's is it rosemary? I can't remember, but there's clove and cinnamon were the really powerful ones. But they used 4 oils together, and I'm sure somebody will pop in here in a minute. But they use these to be able to go in. The reason they call it thieves' oil is because during the bubonic plague, they would actually use these and go in and steal from the dead. And when they finally got caught, the only reason why they didn't kill them is because they handed over the recipe for the oil. At least that's the story. So, okay, I saw a couple of questions, and is it 5 oils? I don't use thieves' oils. Thieves' oil, I'm really funny about buying blends already put together and made. I kind of like to make my own. I like to know that the stuff that was put in it, there you go. Clove, cinnamon, rosemary, thyme.
And and here's the thing, guys, that I want you guys to start to think about. Why all of a sudden are they ordering these fish antibiotics off the market? Animal antibiotics off the market? Mm-hmm. Do you think something might be getting ready to go down that they don't want us to have access to be able to take care of ourselves?
Mm-hmm.
Might be time to learn this kind of stuff.
I know the question. One question was for anxiety. We use a lot of different things. I'd said this before. One of the things that I always try to remember is anything that smells like dirt usually works. So, typically like cedarwood, vetiver, arbor vitae, anxiety, vetiver, lavender, and then the other thing too is that sometimes there might be an oil that you like the smell of that calms you down that doesn't necessarily have the properties of helping with anxiety. So it just kind of depends. Yeah, a lot of people make their own.
That's right. Follow the money.
Yeah. Yeah, colloidal silver, that's on my list of things to learn how to do. And I know there's a lot of really good videos on it, so. Vets are whining for lost revenue.
Yeah. So, well, guys.
See, that's the premise we live by. What Kitty says. Antibiotics should only be used when nothing else works or you get worse fast.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing I see all the time. Is that, I have friends that have children in the school system and people get sick and things like that, and they're always telling me, well, I had to go get another antibiotic, and I'm like, oh my gosh, here, try this instead. And then they come back to me and they're like, wow, that really worked.
Yeah.
So.
Alright, guys. Southern Art Homestead, we probably going to get with you. We're going to get with you about that.
Alright.
So, guys, thanks for sticking with us. I mean, you guys stuck with this class for 2 hours and 10 minutes. What's up, Minute Man? And so we're going to call it a night. We got to go check the radar and everything to get everything ready. Minute Man, I'd like to speak with you first thing in the morning tomorrow about what's fixing to happen here in Georgia. Now, I want to put you on ready standby, please, sir. And
what time is it as you read this? 10:08.
10:08.
Antibiotics don't work on a virus. Exactly. Okay, now what do I do? Click on this and then, no. I always do that wrong. Do it for me. How does it work? See, you broke it. P.S. I know you don't claim to be a doctor. It's all in fun with that part. Yeah. Yeah, mine does too, so we gotta get going.
Yep. So guys, thanks for coming by. You guys remember to pray for all of us in the South coming tomorrow, and if we make it through, we will get a video up straight away, or we may even jump on live real quick for a few minutes tomorrow evening. Let y'all know we made it. Blah blah blah. And so be looking. Matter of fact, that's what we'll do. We will jump on here live tomorrow after the storms have passed, if we're able to. If not, we do have a ham radio chain kind of in order, and we'll get the message out that we were alive and we may be homeless or whatever.
Somewhere to go.
Whatever. So thanks guys, we love you. Have a great night. Thanks for coming by. Don't forget my class tomorrow, Lord willing, and the storm goes by, on gardening. So be kind of on ready standby for that. May happen, may not happen. If my class is canceled due to the storm, then we will probably just bump that over to Thursday if we can, or definitely do it Friday. There's not that many people on Friday. So thanks for coming by. Have a nice night. Bye guys.